The other day, Andres posted an amazing question on our Facebook group, and it was so good of a question that I think it deserved a public response here on our YouTube channel. Here's the use case. You have a user that has arrived on a page using a link that contains certain UTM parameters, and you want to be able to pass those UTM parameters to the thank you page where people are going to be redirected to once they filled out your contact form or your opt-in form. How do we do this? Let's take a look. Before I show you how to get this done, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We love talking about intricate marketing techniques that you can implement in your own online business. So yes, welcome to Thrive Themes. Okay, I'm going to show you how to pass UTM parameters through a form on your site, and I'm going to do so using Thrive Architect. The method I'm going to show you may or may not work with other page builders depending on the functionality that their contact forms and opt-in forms offer, but it 100% works with Thrive Architect. So there's a link in the description box that you can click on to get a license at the best possible price in case you're interested. Awesome, so I have a contact form here opened up in Thrive Architect, okay? This page specifically comes with our recently released spa theme for Thrive Theme Builder. It's a pretty nice contact page in case you want to check it out. But anyways, to the point, what we want to try to get done is I've crafted a custom link that contains certain UTM parameters here. As you can see, we've got a link / Tony, blah, 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 UTM source equals Facebook, UTM medium equals ad, and UTM campaign is Black Friday. So this is essentially a Facebook ad that I'm currently running that pushes people to my contact page. And of course, it's a Black Friday ad. And so what we want to try to get done is we want to make sure that people that end up on this contact page through that specific link that contains those very specific UTM parameters, in this case, we're trying to pass the UTM campaign name to the thank you page where they're going to be redirected to. So in this case, after a successful submission, I'm going to take people to a page called Tony2. All right. And so the big question here is, okay, but how do we make sure that that target URL also contains the UTM campaign name of the link that they've clicked on when they clicked on the ad that took them to the contact page in the first place? Here's how you're going to do it. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to add a new form field to your contact form. In this case, it's going to be a type of text field. And for the name, give it this name. You're going to do UTM _ campaign. You don't need any placeholder text. And for autofill settings, you want to select the URL query string autofill settings. And the variable name, again, should be UTM campaign. And the default value should be none. Now, it's important that you toggle this toggle that says hide field value if value is sent. And what we're essentially telling Thrive Architect is this field of type text that we're adding to our contact form is never going to be empty. Either the URL that people clicked on that took them to this page has a variable name called UTM campaign with a certain value assigned to it, or we're going to, if there's no UTM campaign name assigned to that specific URL that people clicked on, then you're simply going to give it a default value of none. But regardless of which option or which scenario is true, make sure that you hide the field, okay? Because we don't want this field to actually show up on the front end of our website. If I hit apply, you can see how that field is there. We see it here in the back end of Thrive Architect, but if I hit save and I try to preview the page, you can see how in the front end, nothing shows up, right? Because there is a default value assigned to that field, and we've told Thrive Architect, hey, make sure that you hide that in the front end if there's a certain value assigned to that field, which in this case, there's always going to be one. All right, so let's actually try doing this. Let's grab the URL that we crafted up here with certain UTM parameters. And what we're going to do is we're going to visit that URL and see if we can fill out the contact form and see if when we get redirected to the thank you page, that UTM campaign name is included in the URL. So as you can see, the URL is UTM source, Facebook, medium, ad, campaign name, Black Friday. All right. let's fill out the contact form. Just gonna do Tony. And let's just do, hi Tony, send message. We should be redirected to our thank you page, which doesn't look very good, but that's okay. And Thrive Architect name, Tony Lewis, and UTM campaign equals Black Friday. Boom. And you can do this with as many UTM parameters as you need. You can do this with as many, query strings that you want to pass on to your thank you page. It's really that simple. Anyways, hopefully that brings a little bit of clarity to this question that I'm sure more people other than Andres will have at one point or another. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a big thumbs up button. And just last thing, in the description box, you're also going to find a link to join our Facebook group. You can ask me anything in there. I'll even record videos and stuff to help you in any way I can. So yeah, anyways, I appreciate your time and I'll catch you soon. Thanks again.